All right, we're going. Made it happen finally. So this is going to be the first episode of the Spectacular Specter Show. That's what I decided to name it.
Nice.
And I feel like this is, or I feel like, well, first of all, we got Reverend Haus here as the first ever guest, which I think is appropriate because I think I had to go on here and double check really quick, but I think you were the first other producer I ever made like a collab with.
Heck yeah.
Because I worked with my friend James who did vocals for like one of my first tracks I did, but he didn't do any of the producing. So yeah,
Sick.
I think this is a good start here.
So what was that one for? Closer? Or is it Firestarter? Yeah.
Closer. When did that even come out? That was like August 8th, 2022. A long time ago now, it feels like.
August 8th? That's going to be 4 years soon.
Yeah, that's 4 years ago. That's crazy.
That's crazy. It literally doesn't even feel like that. It feels like maybe last year.
Yeah. I remember we did like that whole like release party. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I still have buddies like being like, dude, play there again, do that again. Because Tower 12, that was pretty sick.
It was. I mean, that's like, because you only need like 100 people in there to like fill it up. And it's always like pumping in there.
Yeah. We had a pretty good little crowd there. It was sick.
Yeah. That was a good one. So what about, how's life? How's it going?
It's good, dude.
Well, you're a real bro of Simi Valley now, right?
I'm a real bro. Yeah. It's sick.
I lived there from 2022. Like actually, like when Closer came out, that's like when I first moved to Simi Valley.
Dang.
Like basically right after that release party we did. It's like I moved up there until 2025. So like as soon as I left, basically, then you moved up there.
I know, we switched.
Yeah.
Were you on the east side or the west side? West side.
I was like right in the middle, basically.
Ooh.
I was like
middle.
I'm trying to think what was, you know where the hat is in there? The hat.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, right there. I basically lived right behind the hat.
No way. Dude, that place is so good. They have this red cherry Fanta that is basically like a cherry Slurpee from the movie theaters, but melted. And it's literally sugar and red 40 and cherry. It's so bad for you, but it's so good.
Yeah, I remember getting some things from there that were just like, bro, I can't eat this. Like, if you eat this every day, you're gonna die.
Oh yeah, dude. I haven't gotten sick because they cooked anything bad. I got sick because I ate so much food, like chili cheese fries and stuff, and it's just like it's pretty wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tear you up.
You're from San Diego originally though too, right?
Born and raised in
Nice.
SD. Moved to LA in like 2015 or 16. And
why'd you move to LA?
Dude, honestly, I think the food is just better in LA.
That was the reason, the food? I mean, LA,
No,
I guess.
I'm just kidding. Honestly, I'm a big like Dodgers fan.
Okay.
And,
Dodgers fan.
Yeah, like they're just so much better than Padres, and I couldn't live in San Diego. I'm just kidding, bro. No, real talk. I went to school. Like I went to Icon up in LA.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, I was gonna go in person. I kind of forget what happened, but I ended up going online. So I moved to LA to go to an LA school online. And it was freaking lit. But,
I mean,
yeah, it's cool.
So I was gonna say, what was like, because I feel like going to Icon, I mean, well, for the people that don't know, Icon was like, well, it's not around anymore now, but
Burned
it was
down.
like a big, burned down. It was like a very prominent music production school.
Oh yeah.
And like, I feel like a lot of big name DJs went there. A lot of people were like very, successful.
Yeah, like
So like,
Mac
I know
J,
like Jaws and
Jaws,
Bonnie and Clyde and Ranger Trucco, all these people.
Keizo.
Keizo.
He went there. And Nightmare.
Yeah.
I might have already said Nightmare.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, the list is like really long, but what made you, because that's not just like, if you're just like casually making music for fun, that's not like, you don't just say, all right, I'm going to go to Icon. Like, that's like, you're serious about it if you decide to, go to this expensive like school. So like, what made you like decide to do that?
Basically at the time I was playing college ball, got hurt, still went to Division 2.
Wait, what position did you play?
I played center.
Center. Okay.
Yeah. So like I played at JUCO in San Diego, and then balled out, but then I got super hurt. Still kind of bounced back, went to a D2 school, and then basically like right before the season started, all the JUCO signees, they were like, "Oh, you guys are all ineligible. We messed up your paperwork." So
Damn.
yeah, it was crazy. We had like 14 signees, and everybody was ineligible, dude, except for like one or two guys that I think were just from, I don't even know, bro. It was so confusing. This was out in Georgia though, and it's like at the time, like all the transfer rules and all that was like, it was super, super strict. Now, you can do literally whatever you want. But yeah, so that ended, and I wasn't super stoked about school at all. And I was like, well, I cannot bounce back from this. Like I was like it was like 14 units, which is, I don't know, bro. That's like a year of school, I think, or maybe a semester. I don't even know. I literally don't know. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like it's like a full semester, I think. Yeah.
Okay, full semester. So there you go. I don't know anything about school. My bad. But moved back to LA, and then my buddy Noah, who like his artist project is Haterade, he was like DJing and stuff and making a lot of tunes. And still is. And he was always like, dude, work on, like, basically like work on, like, you gotta get into this. So started working on music. And then I was like, there's literally a school. I think I was watching an interview with Nightmare. I think we were watching an interview with Nightmare, and he was saying he went to Icon, and I was like, what, dude, there's a production school? He's like, yeah, it's called Icon. He's like, it's up in LA. And I was using Ableton, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, and at the time, honestly, there weren't a ton of YouTube videos. Like, we're talking like 2015. Mm-hmm. So now it's coming up. It's over 10 years ago. Like, the content for teaching yourself now compared to 10 years ago is like, you don't even have to go to school. Like, if you really like,
oh, definitely not. Yeah.
Bro. And so I went to, I talked with him, and I was like, bro, I'm going to go to school. And he's like, okay, he was like, let's both go. And, so we went up, and they had like an interview process and stuff like that. And, we did the tour, and yeah, so we got in. Well, I mean, he went to the in-person, but anyways, yeah, I moved up to LA, I think in like 2016, like from moving back from Georgia to moving to LA, I think was under a year. And yeah, I was like, well, I want to do this. 'Cause I was like, well, Big Chapter just closed, and I'm a Big Chapter guy. Like, I need to have some big thing going on, or else I'm like, I'm like, bruh, boring. And yeah, so went up to Icon, and like it was a year program, and it was like so difficult. Like,
I mean, I feel like they gotta, because it's like they'll have people come in who know nothing, so they gotta teach you
yeah.
everything in that short amount of time, you know. So there's not really
Small caveat, I knew a little bit because they had this like scholarship program. They give you like a partial scholarship, and you have to submit an original song, and I did, and I won. And it was it was super small, but it was helpful still nonetheless. But so like I knew how to like kind of put a track together, and I wasn't able to articulate like compression or like literally anything. Literally, I just was like, my buddy was teaching me, and that was it. And yeah, and then it was still such a like awful learning curve. It was awful, bro. I mean, it was obviously like super helpful. They give you the tools for everything, and but it was super super intense. And then you also had to learn Logic as well. Anyways,
like you got to do both. Like
you have to do both.
Actually, wild, yeah.
On top of like keys, music theory, sound design, all this stuff, and I was like, and I was using a laptop that was dated. It would freeze all the time, bro. It would freeze all the time, and I literally was like, several times I was like, bro, this is going out of my window, right? Like I was gonna frisbee it. I was like, so irritated. It's crazy, bro. Anyways,
yeah, I remember back in like, I don't know when this was in college, probably because like you were definitely making music before you were actually like DJing for sure.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's usually the other way around, you know. People are usually DJs and then they figure out the production thing later on.
Yeah.
Because I was DJing like 2016 was the first like Spectre shows, so that's like 10 years ago now.
Dang.
A lot of like college. I DJ'd a lot of like, I was in a frat in college, so I DJ'd a lot of our parties.
Whoa, dude. Wait, really? What college?
Cal State Northridge.
Oh, shoot, dude. I literally lived at Meridian Point, bro. Do you know where that is?
Is that the... Yeah, that's like
the
right
student
across the
housing.
street, right?
I lived in student housing. I didn't even go there. Dude, that's... Yeah, bro.
I lived at the one... Basically where Meridian Point is. Like if you go like north, like on the corner, like where the edge of campus was, I lived on that building right across.
Heck yeah. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was DJing all these like parties and stuff, but that was like it wasn't house music. Like I always say, like if I was in college now, like the kids would love like John Summit and Fisher and, you know, Chris Lake at parties, but like back in like 2017, 2018, they didn't want any house music at all. Like I remember I DJ'd at some like little kickback at like this apartment, and I was it was so awkward because I was definitely not prepared for like the type of music I should be playing there. I was playing like hard like trap and stuff.
Heck yeah.
And it was like, I'm like, whatever, like I don't even have all this, like, because they just want to hear like YG and Drake, and this was like all the
oh shoot, really?
Stuff they wanted. Yeah. But
YG 400.
I mean, it still goes off, but you know, now it's like,
no,
if you throw in some house music, it would be a vibe now. But I was doing that for a while, and then I remember one of my other friends, his name Justin Edge, that was his DJ name. I don't know what he's up to these days.
Edge.
He was like, he knew a lot about production, and he helped me. He gave me a cracked version of Ableton on my laptop.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, we would go into like on campus, we would go into like some like rooms like that were not being used, and we would like do like a little like mini like Ableton lesson in there.
Okay.
But he was like, you know, I appreciate him, but like he was like this was like way too ahead. Like I had no idea he's like talking to me about all this stuff and like, telling me how to do it. I'm like, bro, you got to start like step one. Like,
Oh,
this
for
is,
like DJing?
for like production, like Ableton.
Oh, production. Oh,
Yeah. Like he's trying to tell me like how to like, you know, like do like side chaining and all this. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know what that means.
you gotta
You
slow
gotta
it
like
down,
tell me
Edge.
like, you gotta tell me like I don't know anything. But,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's like even like I know you can say like all Ableton and Logic are like, you know, once you know one, you could probably figure out the rest. But like I've never used Logic before ever, so I'm sure I would have a hard time trying to
Couldn't be
like
more
if
different.
I just opened it up on my laptop, I wouldn't know what I'm doing right away.
Bro,
You know,
don't open it and don't get it. No offense. It's like the quality I think is a little bit better. Like the like certain elements, they're a lot bit better actually. But nah, bro. I have trauma. Logic trauma.
So so you moved out here and went to Icon, but what was like how did you even get into like EDM or like dance music to begin with?
Such a good question. I mean, dude, I listen to like every genre. I still do. Like I listen to a lot of country right now. Well, that's not true. I mean, I listen to Ella Langley, like her new album, and I've had that on repeat since it came out. Like, so I'm like always listening to whatever I'm just into. Like before this album, I was listening to Olivia Dean a lot, which is not EDM. So in general, I was like, dude, I love any music, and EDM was just part of that. I'm trying to think of like one of the first tracks. Honestly, bro, probably like Bangarang was like, I don't even know when that came out, but like, was that 2016? No. Don't repeat that. No, actually, that was high school. Well, I was in high school.
Let's see. 2012.
Oh, okay, I was
definitely in
college.
high school.
I probably started. I honestly think Bangarang like was probably one of the first EDM tracks that I was like super into, and then like I don't know, it just grew from there. I mean, I was just like I had such a big like little like net of what I listened to, but I definitely know like that was like one of the first ones, and then since I was going to Icon, or at least I was like, oh, okay, I want to start making music. Like I was just like listening to more EDM music, and I was super into progressive house. Like my first artist project, which is my name, and it was like progressive house. Like I was super into it. So like pretty much anything Martin Garrix, like that's what I was going for. And yeah, that was like my first, okay, like this is like I'm into EDM, and it was progressive house for sure.
I mean, that was like during the time, you know, like the progressive house and like the big room, you know, like Tomorrowland type stuff. That was like, I mean, I for sure, like when I first
big room
ever
as well,
started
big room as
DJing,
well.
you know, yeah, like that was what I would do too.
Yeah, dude. It was yeah, I started off there. Where did you start off?
Well, I feel like Skrillex is like a pretty common answer of like inspiration for most people. I feel like he probably inspired a lot of, you know, producers today.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was definitely like Daft Punk and Deadmau5. And that was probably like, I was pretty young, probably like middle school, or like listening to Daft Punk and Deadmau5. But like, I mean, I was never a huge dubstep guy. I did like some of it. Like I did like Skrillex a lot. I used to like Keizo a lot too, actually.
Yeah.
But I was always house music over anything for me.
I got a buddy that's a diehard Keizo fan.
I haven't listened to him in a long time, but I remember going back to some of his shows a long time ago, and they were pretty wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like I used to like the first like DJing I ever did, like before the frat parties and stuff, is I used to DJ. Man, I still miss it today. There used to be an app called Periscope, and it was like this was like there was no live streaming yet. So like you couldn't go live on Instagram or TikTok.
I remember the app.
Yeah, it was like the first of its thing. Besides like Twitch, this was like the only like live streaming option really. That's probably wrong, but someone can fact check that. But
somebody
I used to like, it was like, I used to like DJ on there.
Oh, you used to DJ on there?
Yeah. I used to DJ like, this was probably...
Somebody clip that.
Man, I don't remember when this was. This is probably freshman year of college, I think. I used to DJ on there, and like, it was like the most like shitty setup too. I would literally just put like, there was no like audio input I was doing or anything. I just like set up my phone next to the speakers and having just like the phone quality. But that was fun. I had like a little bit of a following. I like grew on there, but nothing crazy. But they're
waiting for you to go live again.
Well, once they bring Periscope back, I'll do it.
Oh, it's not around?
No, because
Dang.
I forget what happened. I think it was bought by Twitter, I think.
Oh.
And then it got shut down whenever. I forget when.
Dang.
But
Shutting down the competition.
I'm still sad about it. It was fun.
Yeah.
But that's when I would just be DJing basically progressive house and big room stuff on there. That's all I would do. So I was for sure like back in the time I was like, you know, I used to love like Mac J and, you know, bass jackers and all these like big room guys, W and W and you know, all the dudes that would be on the like the Tomorrowland main stage. Dioro, I used to love Dioro too.
Yeah, keep it going.
I could keep going. I'm trying to think who else.
Bassjackers made that track Narco, right? Is that what it's called?
What's it, Edwin Diaz walkout song?
Yeah, with I think Timmy Trumpet.
I know it's for sure Timmy Trumpet
and Bassjackers. A bit more
Blaster Jacks.
Oh shoot,
Blaster Jacks were cool too. I used to like Blaster Jacks a lot as well. That's another one.
You gotta dub over me saying Bassjackers.
No, it stays in. It stays in.
Sorry, Blaster Jacks.
The Blaster Jacks Reddit is going to be very upset.
Dang.
On this clip.
Oof. Yeah, I get like I'm a little iffy with names and stuff. I switched some lettering around a lot.
So what? So you're making progressive house.
Yeah, bro.
Under Marty Barrick, right?
Marty Barrick, yeah. All the songs are down though. I took them down.
Oh, lame! You should have left them up.
Yeah, it's a long story.
I always see like, I don't know, it depends because I do like when artists leave their old music up. Ooh. But like I know also like some of the original old Spectre stuff I've taken down.
Yeah.
But like because I felt like, you know, when I listen to those now, like these are not even like complete tracks, you know. They're not even like
missing some stuff.
This is like version 1 basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, like still like if I still left up like a couple of them, and I'm like, you know, whatever. It's like I like to see, you know, I love going on Spotify and like, you know, if you go down to whoever, John Summit, and scroll to the bottom and like listen to like his first track.
Yeah,
I do think that's pretty fun to do that.
Yes. Well,
so what made you change to Reverend Haus?
First, the songs aren't available just because I haven't re-uploaded the IRC codes.
Oh, okay.
Because they were signed basically like I had someone doing the distribution, which is nothing. I just like I had someone else do it, and then they were like, "Yo, I'm kind of closing down my thing, so like here are the codes, re-upload them," and I literally never did.
Oh, gotcha.
But I think you can still upload them and they'll come back up. Because like all the metadata is still saved.
Yeah, they do. I've had to do that on Spotify, and it'll like save all your plays and stuff, which is kind of nice. But
yeah, bruh. But segue from Marty Barrett to Reverend Haus. So basically,
Wait, before you do that, where does the name Reverend Haus come from?
oh, I was thinking of. Okay, so I was trying to think of names,
Mm.
and I wanted something kind of like, not like spiritual, but like the Reverend Haus. You know, like, let me think if I can think of somebody. I mean, basically, I wanted a name that wasn't like, that was going to be associated with some kind of house, like had some kind of little soul to it, little soul, like something that was like reverent, you know. And I was like going through the names, you know, you're like checking like what names are available, who already has this. And I had a bunch of different ones, and I was like, well, I like Reverend, and I'm pretty sure there already was a Reverend, and there was some other spin-offs like Reverend blah, 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 and something else. And I was like, why don't I just go Reverend Haus? That way I can just make house music, and I'll just spell it Haus. And that's how I came up with it. And it was available everywhere, like all the social medias, everything, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, this is perfect. And I was super attached to it. And I just want to have something that had like some kind of like soul, like a little funk to it, where it was like, okay, this is like clearly like this guy's not making dubstep, like not making techno. We're going like kind of in the house realm. And
I know it's pretty amazing. You can like how names work, because like you can, if you just like see a random name of a producer you don't know, you can probably get a good idea of what kind of music they make based on what the name is, really.
Exactly. So I wanted it to be known. So I thought, because I've done some stuff that's kind of outside of house, I would say, but later. But yeah, and the reason I did that was because so with the Marty Barrett project, Big Room and Progressive House, like the thing is, I was like, I mean, you're always like learning as a producer, and I was like, I had like worked and made a lot of music, but I wasn't releasing a bunch of stuff. And I was like, side note, am I lagging at all?
No, you're good.
Sick.
Your video was a little bit, and then it just like it fixed itself, I think.
Is it fixing itself now?
It's still a little laggy, but I think it's just, I think that'll be fine after. I think we'll be good.
Okay. If not, we can pause and cut or whatever.
I think it's good. I think we can go.
Nice. Just keep me in the loop. You should be like, yo, stop talking, because it's a little lag. I mean, I see it on my end. It's like kind of laggy. But
as long as that's just the online part, we should be good once it saves the file.
Word. Yeah, if it's like on your end, if it's like still latency, just let me know.
All right.
Heck yeah. Yeah, but like basically I made so much music, like not all of them were 100%, finished, but I was making a bunch of different genres, and I was like, like I was kind of over the Big Room Progressive House stuff. And I was also thinking more long term, like, okay, like business wise, is this like going to be kind of sustainable? Like I have all these different genres that I've done, literally like hardstyle. I had a couple dubstep tracks, and I had a lot of house. And I was like, well, I'll just release all of it under Marty Barrett, and it'll be kind of like, not that I had this expectation, but like Diplo does like, there's artists that have been successful with multi genres. Then I was like, I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to be like really specific, because like then it's like it's actually harder, I think, to start off as like a multi genre artist, and then to try and like grow a fan base, because like dubstep people don't really want to go hear like tech house. No offense to anybody, but that's just fact. And I was like, okay, so I realized that, and I had some other stuff with like the Marty Barrett project that just I left a bad taste in my mouth basically, like different, like it's complicated, but I was doing some different things with it, and I was like, bro, I'm kind of over this. Like I don't really want to touch it. Yeah, so I started the house project, and I was like, super into house, and I was just like, I'm just gonna start something new, and I feel like I needed like a new thing, like I needed to do something new. Like I lost like a lot of passion to, do promo and stuff from Marty Barrick, and it was also like difficult to like keep working on music because I was pretty burnt out with it, and at the time there was not that much promo opportunities like to kind of DIY yourself, and then there was also not a ton of labels signing big room and progressive house unless you were already a big artist. So it was like I was in this like, well, it's hard to kind of do it myself because like now there's like a bunch of stuff, but at the time this was like 27, maybe 2018, I think 2019. I just feel like there wasn't that much stuff. There was literally like submithub.com and like that's it. And then there was a bunch of like pay to get on like Spotify playlists and stuff, and but they were all like pretty much bots at the time.
Yeah.
Come to find. And so I was like, I need something new, bro. And I was in LA and I was like, well, the house scene is huge here. And it's like, it just made sense. So I segued to making house music.
It's so weird too because you see like the big room and like the big progressive house stuff, it still like works in like, I feel like in some like, like Tomorrowland or some like vibe like that, or like in Asia, you see in Asia a lot, they still book a lot of these like DJs, and these guys are playing like massive crowds, but I guarantee if they were to come to LA or like San Diego, they would be playing a tiny little venue.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't just like I don't know who even listens to that anymore. I couldn't even name anyone, It's just like
nobody, bro. It's like nobody. I mean, listen. I mean, there's still like Lost in Dreams. Like they do some, progressive house. Like that's a festival coming up. I mean, I still have some that I want to release. Like, I mean, I'm so much better at producing and vocals now than I was at the time. And I'm like, dang, man, I still have like, I still like progressive house and stuff, but I thought about going back and re-releasing it and just not telling anybody, but I don't know, bro. I'm putting that.
The progressive house, it depends like what you consider progressive house. I always like these genres and stuff. It always gets mixed up these days, but like the current version of like what's considered like progressive house today, I think would probably be like, I don't even know, because like when I think of it, I think of like old like Deadmau5 and stuff, and like Cascade. That's probably like what I would say as like progressive house. But like, music's gonna change regardless of like what genre it is. Like the dubstep today does not sound like OG Skrillex and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like the stuff's gonna change, and like even if you make stuff like, people will be like, oh, I missed the 2012 EDM days and stuff like that, but like, and it was fun, like, I used to love that music too, but like once when I go back and listen to some of those big room songs now, I'm just like, I don't know, I think the music today's better. I just feel like people make better music now.
Yeah, it's trippy. I haven't heard a new big room track in so long. I want to.
The new version of like what big room is now is probably like what like Anima makes, and like the whole like, I don't know, all those like trippy, whatever you want to call it, melodic techno and stuff. That's probably like the equivalent.
Yeah.
Or like, like for a while it was like the big Fisher tech house stuff, and
true.
I think it's hard to find like
your voice
or like just
kidding,
because it's something that you don't get tired of, like I like, there's some, I used to make some, I definitely have some releases that are like some of those like big, like peak time tech house stuff, which I'm not even making stuff like that anymore,
Yeah.
I think you have to, I don't know. Everyone's always like, oh, you gotta be original and find your sound, but that's like not an easy thing to do, really, without having to like constantly, change and do new things, I guess. But
Change
would
into
you?
new things.
So you said you made a bunch of different genres.
Yes.
Would you? So if you're gonna release something that's not like
House.
Yeah, or even or not house. Like, would you?
Hardstyle.
Would,
Am I jumping ahead?
no, I'm trying to think like how to word this. Like, because like my opinion is like if you're making house music, and then you just drop some dubstep, I feel like that's probably a situation where you should like put it under a new alias or something.
Definitely.
Because like I'm always like in the boat where I'm not down to make a new alias. I think you should just release it like all together. But in that case, that's quite different. Because like even for like house music, I see some people sometimes who will make like deep house or something, and then they make a tech house song, and they're like, "Oh, I should put this on a different alias."
Oh,
I'm like, is it? No. Are we at that point now where like you can't even make different types of house music without saying that?
Oh no,
it's got to be under a different name. Like I don't know. Like I think Diplo is a good example because he has all this stuff under his name. Another person I always say is this guy named Return of the Jaded. Who, he's on like
dun, 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 dun.
Like Hood Politics. He's dropped some like crazy, like.
Yeah, he has a really good song.
He's got some crazy edits, but he also has like EPs on like Noram Pure's label, so some really deep stuff. And I'm like, that's perfect. Like, see, I want to do something like that. Just do it all under the same name. Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, TBH. I don't know. There's a lot of DJs and stuff that I don't know. Like,
I mean, there's just a lot of DJs these days. That's for sure.
My yeah, I need to brush up on that. I need to read DJ Mag. I should get a prescription.
I used to get a couple of those back in the day.
Tight. Were you asking like if I feel like I would like release certain music under a different alias or what?
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, I mean, I have like hardstyle. I'm trying to release under a different project, and I already did all the branding and everything 2 years ago. And I did all the press shots, and they're still up, and I'm going to release those, definitely. It's called Dolphin Lasers, and it's just hardstyle.
Dolphin Lasers. That's a good hardstyle name, I think.
Dude, it's sick. Yeah, I mean, I have like several tracks I need to release for Reverend Haus. Basically, I need to do that, and then I have the hardstyle one I want to launch. Like, I have to do it within a couple months, because I have a baby coming August 4th, and I'll be pretty busy.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. How do you feel about that? Is that exciting? Stressful?
No, it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm honestly not stressed. The big thing is just want, like the birth, like my wife to be good. And then, I mean, bro, like if I don't get 6 hours of sleep, I'm automatically waking up with a headache. And I don't know why. Like, and I know it's about to be headache season from lack of sleep. So that part, I'm just like, I need to get through, and I'll be good to go. But I'm not nervous for anything. Like, I'm super stoked. Back to me. Kidding.
Yeah, we don't care about that. Let's get back to the.
I'm kidding. But yeah, like I have like the hardstyle one, and then I don't think I'm gonna have this release, but I made a drum and bass project. I already did all the branding for that. But it's more like the drum and bass is like there's so many genres. Yeah, I just have a drum and bass one, bro. Like kind of more like, I don't know, bro. I wish I probably should have sent you this so you can help me articulate it, but I have some stuff for sure. But now I'm just at the point where I'm like, I have released such little music. I'm not even like shopping it to labels or anything. I'm like print and go. Like I have a track that I'm gonna, drop within the next like 4 weeks, and I'm like, I gotta crank out tunes and release them because I have so much music. Like now we're into the point where it's like I have unreleased in like 5 different genres. Like I have so much, and it's annoying, bro. I'm so annoyed. I'm like, dude,
How much, if you had to guess, how many like finished unreleased tracks do you have?
Bro, I probably got like 20, probably 20, and then I have. I mean, dude, I've been like, it's been since 2017. Collectively, I've released probably like not even 10 tracks. Like what? That's literally embarrassing. And so many different genres. Like hardstyle one, I've got probably 5 pretty much ready to go. The drum and bass, same thing, ready to go. The progressive house and big room stuff, like more. And then the Reverend Haus is like my main project. So right now I'm just like, I just need to crank out music, because I got some good numbers on Spotify and stuff, and I'm like just trying to take advantage of that like ASAP. And then, I'll be like pretty tied up, I think, come August. So it's just like, it's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, so definitely, speaking of your music, I feel, let me pull this up here. I feel like we definitely have to discuss the big elephant in the room here, which is this song, Fast Cars and Superstars.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I think people throw around the word viral a lot these days, and it doesn't really mean it's viral. But this song has about to be 47 million streams on Spotify. You're at 1.1 million monthly listeners. I went on yesterday and looked on TikTok. It's got 975,000 posts use this song.
Yeah.
Like what? And like I was looking through and there's like a dance to it. Like
there's a dance.
There's like a whole like routine for this song now. This is like absolutely insane.
It's crazy.
So how did this song even come about? And like this guy Cristian Marchi, I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, Marchi.
So how did you even meet him and make this song?
Honestly, bro, he hit me up on SoundBetter, which is like, SoundBetter is, you can go on as a producer, vocalist, mixing, mastering engineer, any of those, and you can list your expertise. You have a demo reel, and people can book you. You can list your prices or not, and then you could also go on as someone who's looking for any of those things. And bro, he hit me up on SoundBetter and liked my demo reel, and he was like super stoked, and he's like, I want to, he gave me like a really straightforward vision of what he wanted, and he is like probably the #1 DJ in Italy alone. Like he's like,
yeah, I'm pulling up his Spotify right now. He's got like 1.5 million monthly listeners. I mean, he's DJing all the time. Too.
Like he DJs more than he doesn't DJ. I feel like he's always, and like, or his branding is insane, dude. Like all his social media, like everything, and just the videography, anything that he's a part of, it's like perfect. Like it's so good. And he literally hit me up on SoundBetter and was like, basically like, hey, this is what I want. He was super nice, like, and he wanted me to be an official feature as well, which is like,
I was gonna say on SoundBetter, is that like, I feel like a lot of those vocalists would be like cool with you, just like, if you pay for the vocal, you don't have to credit them or something,
Yeah. I was initially, because I was listening to like what he made, and I was like, so in between this time, I was also doing vocal packs. Like I was working as a vocalist already, and we talked earlier about like being specific with your music project, and I was like, well, do I just want to do vocal features that are strictly tech house? And I was really debating it, because I was like, it doesn't really make like tech house. It's more kind of like I don't know, big.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to call it. It's very
I would say
like mainstream house, or I don't know what the
like
word would be.
a little commercial house, kind of in like.
Yeah.
There's some like big room elements. There's some like bounce. What's the bounce? Not bounce house, but like Australian. What is it? When
like Melbourne bounce?
Yeah. There's a little bit of that element too, which I love. Like that was my first genre, so I was all about it. I was like, bro, I like this music. And yeah, so I was debating. I was like, I mean, I was like, the Reverend Haus project was fairly new still as well. And I was like, oh, do I want to, like, it's obviously a great opportunity, and like, I mean, he's the man, bro. Like, and I was like, so I ended up just doing it. I was like, yeah, let's like, do like the official feature and stuff. And, bro, he literally blew it up. Like, I mean, like the track, like in the first, which I just want to say, like, it was also, he didn't have to do that. Like, I feel like I owe him a lot in that sense. 'Cause like I was,
I mean, just even like putting your name on there is just a huge thing.
Huge, dude. And I mean, that just speaks to like, I guess kind of like his character and who he is as like an artist. Like, he is like what's it called? Like what's it called? Like, when I say like girls, like, oh, this is a girl, or like a guy's guy, or whatever. This is like an artist,
yeah,
right? Which is like so cringe.
Like your DJ's favorite DJ or something like that.
Well, he's just like so like, bro. He literally did that, and it like, he didn't have to. Like, he didn't have to put my name on it.
Because it's like different if his was like a song he made with Beyonce or something, right?
Yeah.
Obviously it's gonna be like, he's gonna put Beyonce on there, but like, you're brand new, you don't really have a lot of music, like,
yes,
that's like massive.
It was super big. And I was like, and I had no idea that it was gonna be, I mean, just like, I hadn't had anything like what's going on with it now happen. And I think the track came out in 2023, like late 2023.
Yeah, December 22nd, 2023.
And it's still, dude, we just got like, yeah. So, I mean, one, just about him, like, he literally, like, all him, by the way, all him. Like, I was like a super small project, and like, anybody listens to this, it's like, it's not super common for like a big artist to have their name attached to like basically a small project. Whether, it doesn't matter if you're like super good, whatever. Like, it's not super common, right? Like, so I was like, bro, this is like huge opportunity, and really thankful that he, did that for me. And so, track came out, and it's getting more popular now. Like,
I was gonna say, was it like from like day one of release? Did it like pop off like this, or is it?
It
like
didn't
later
pop
on?
off. Like it did numbers, but so I think, okay, so let's say the track's like about to be like 3 years old, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 2023. Like the first, if I remember correctly, like the first 6 months, I bet it did 1 million streams, maybe a couple million. And I was like, obviously I was like, bro, this is crazy, right? And then,
yeah, 1 million streams, yeah.
And then, like, I mean, I know he did a lot for the promo, like, I mean, everything. And then, like, I don't know, bro, like year 2, I literally don't know what happened. It started taking off on TikTok. The dance was invented by someone. Like, I don't think
that even come from. Yeah.
Somebody. I don't know. I don't think that as far as I know, I don't think he was like a participant in the like starting the dance or anything. Like someone just started it, and then a bunch of people started doing it. And I was like, so one thing, like, I know there's like a little bit of a licensing deal done on TikTok, because like, so I think for like basically like certain markets, so like you can sign away like rights in the US, and you can sign away rights in like Asia. So I think like there's a little deal done early on. So all the TikTok videos were not all under our track. Okay, so there is like, you can go look at our track and it would say like 23,000 videos. However, I was still getting like, TikTok is like, oh, so-and-so used your song, and I would click it and it wouldn't be under our song. So I was seeing tons of videos, but they weren't all allocated under the one TikTok song until like 2 months ago, because I think that deal, like, it was like a 2-year deal. They all went back and accumulated under our one song, which now you can see it's like almost at 1 million uses. And yeah, bro, like year 2, I don't know what happened, but it blew up. It got to like 20 million views. I'm sorry, streams. Wow, views, lame. It got like, TikTok was going crazy. It was picking up a ton of steam on all the, dude, Apple Music, Shazam. It was like, I have the song stats, and now song stats is cool. If you have like a little membership, you can view anybody's stuff. Before, you had to pay to view that specific person, but dude, it was charting literally everywhere. Like on Shazam, it was right now. I just got some like a month ago. It was like #1 Shazam in some country, and this is like, we're like 3 years old, and we got added to like a few big editorial playlists in year 2, and then the start of this year we got added to like 4 more, and the track is, bro, it's like 3 years old. And then so like crazy, right? Like tons of TikTok videos, like still, bro, tons. Like, and
I was scrolling yesterday and I'm like, bro, I couldn't find a TikTok, one of these TikTok videos that had less than like 100K likes too. Like every one of the videos is going viral too.
It popped off in Asia. And then I guess, I think it got its like 3rd wind, because, so yeah, like the streams and everything was just like exploding. And we were both like, we've like chat about it. We're just like, it's like, bro, this is pretty crazy. Like, I don't know the algorithm to this. It's just popping off. But there's this really famous guy in, I want to say, I don't know if it was like China, but he did this. Okay, so he's like uber famous over there, and he's like an actor, model. I don't know if he does any. I don't think he does anything like singing, but he walked out, like, I don't know, he's doing some fashion show or something, some kind of performance, and he walked out to Fast Car Superstars. And there's this thing called like, I think it's called like BGM. I only know this because other people were commenting on my videos and stuff, saying like, you know, this guy used your song and it's his BGM. And it's like, it's some form of like, when like, so like artists over there, or actors, or like celebrities, they will like choose a song, and that song is like associated with them for like ever. I don't know. I literally don't understand it. And he did that, and he walked out to it, and it was like in front of like a huge crowd, and that got like, that like gave it its like 3rd wind, like,
yeah.
And yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like, it literally charted, like, bro, we were in like so many countries, like #1 in like Slovakia and stuff, like all these like crazy, bro. We charted in Iraq, we charted in Iran.
Nice world tour coming,
bro. I'm gonna go play in Iran. No, dude, it was charting in the craziest places, and I was like, I had just no I was like, bro, I don't even know what to think. I was just riding the wave. And yeah, it's like probably bigger now than it was at all. I mean, it's crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, you guys have another track, Motivation, too. That one's also at 1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, you were talking about how you haven't released a ton of music, and you got to start releasing music. I feel like, I mean, this might not be different. It might be different, but like, you know, now you have to like top something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because like that's like, it's probably a little different because you're not like, you know, you're not already like a touring DJ playing shows everywhere or anything. But like that's probably the same thing with like, you know, like when A Craze drops Do It To It or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? It's like you can't just release
anything
now, because now there's going to be a lot more eyes on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have some stuff I'm pretty confident in coming up that I'm just going to like release myself. But yeah, bro, I mean, the other thing is like those are like vocal features too. Like there's a little bit of like a it'll be a little different like releasing like original stuff, because the feature, I don't know, it's just like a little bit different. I'm hoping, you know, my next stuff takes off, but I don't know, bro, that's crazy hard to like, you basically can't replicate it. Like that just happened.
But do you think like because I feel like there's not a ton of people who do, you know, who are like producers and do vocals too. Do you think that like limits you sometimes, because some people just want to do like, oh, I just want you to do the vocals or something like that, when you're like, oh, you know, I want to add to the production as well? Or how do you see that?
Honestly, bro, like I would take vocal features. I mean, the track's got to be good. Like the track's got to be good. I would take vocal features first, probably. Like, I mean, I'm at the point, like, because I've done so much vocal stuff, like, that I'm like, I don't want to do vocals right now. Like, I am kind of taking a little pause on doing some vocal stuff. Like, I've done a lot of, like, uncredited vocals, which is, like, totally fine. And I'm like, dude, I just want to release my own stuff. Like, I just want to release music. Like, it's been so long. I mean, I think if anything, it opens the door. Like, because, like, there's been, like, big artists that have used my vocals from vocal packs, and I can literally just DM them and be like, yo, use this, and, like, they've responded and stuff. And it's definitely opened the door. If anything, it's helped me a lot. I mean, just look at the Fast Cars Superstars, you know? It's like, if I didn't have, like, that, it would be like, bro, like, there's so much more opportunities with vocals, and it's like, now it's kind of like find a little bit of happy medium. Like, how do you still have your own project and people are like, this is Reverend Haus, while also trying to do, like, you know, some bigger vocal features? Because some other vocals I've done aren't house. Like, they're not like, because right now I'm pretty much going to release like more commercial stuff, like commercial dance music, little disco, new disco, stuff like that. Like, that's definitely the direction I'm trying to go, rather than like kind of the banger tech house that you would hear at like festivals. Like, I'm doing a little more commercial stuff. And yeah, it's like, but I also, like, I just did a vocal feature for like a pretty hard techno track, but I'm kind of like, I'm mostly going to do the vocal feature stuff for like similar scenarios as with like the Fast Cars. Like, I think, like, you know, if I get like features for some certain names, like, that would help my project a lot. And plus it would just be cool. It'd be like, bro, I freaking got to do this, like that. Yeah, it's opened the door. First, like, it's helped a lot.
So you mentioned this doing the vocal sample pack, which I was going to bring up as well. So you did anyone who makes, you know, house music and production knows who Zen World is. You know, he's like the YouTube tutorial guy. So you worked with him and did the Hysteria vocal pack, tech house vocal pack.
Yeah.
Which I remember when you first released this, and I would like hit you up a few times, and you would be like, tell me if you ever hear any of these songs that are using the vocals.
Oh yeah.
I low key, I probably have like lost count. I've heard a ton of them. Especially like the Girls Love Techno vocal.
Yeah.
I've heard that a bunch of times.
Girls love techno. I do too.
Yeah. So yeah, how did that come about?
I think I was just like, I realized once I was releasing stuff with Reverend Haus, I was like, you know what, I'm also going to try and do vocal features. Like I want to get like the vocal part of it. I want to get that going too. And my buddy Haterade, who I went to Icon, like kind of like we moved to LA, he linked me up with Frankie, which that's not Frankie, Zen World.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just connected there. I was like, yeah, I want to, are you interested in doing a vocal pack? And he's like, yeah, send me some of your stuff. And I did. And yeah, we kind of just made a pack together. Like I did everything, all the processing, everything put it together. And, sent him, he signed off and released it. And did some, we did some promo for it. And that too, bro. A lot of people like, it's just I like it really opened my eyes because I didn't think certain people how to say it, there's just like certain levels of like artists where you're like, oh, this person probably just uses like original vocals, like,
oh man, that's the one thing. Like when I started to get like more big into production, I just like figured out like, wait, I would go on Splice and I just find something. I'm like, wait, this is from that one song. Like,
yeah,
everyone's just using these samples on here.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I was like, there's some of the people that use it, I was like, I didn't know it was like that. Like, I thought this was more for like more producers that were using, Splice stuff more. Like they weren't like, and no, bro, there's a lot of people that use them, a lot of producers, and I literally didn't. I mean, I had like I didn't really know what to expect because like like the Zenro packs, bro. I had all of them. I've watched like pretty much all of his videos. Like I learned a lot. And this was like I was watching his videos back when I was doing the Progressive House stuff. Like I, never had met him or anything or talked to him. So I was like, I mean, I thought I was gonna do like well. Just because, like, okay, well, this is the guy for, like, like house music stuff, right? And it's like, but I didn't understand, like, there were some, yeah, it was just crazy, bro. Like, there's some pretty big names that use this stuff. So, and I DM'd them, and some of them still, trying to get some, like, do some work with, but it's just, like, that part of it gets, like, a little challenging, too.
Yeah, I mean, it must be like, because I've literally been just like scrolling on Beatport or like have a recommended playlist on Spotify, just start playing, and I'll just like hear one of them. I'm like, oh, this is the Marty's vocal here.
Bro, I would hear them on TikTok, like someone recording like a DJ playing or whatever, like, and I'd hear it and I'd be like, bro, that's literally my vocal. Like A Boy was playing this.
Oh, Abo? Yeah.
Oh, what did I say?
Is that?
Did I say A-Boy?
A-Boy.
Bro.
I kind of like that more, actually.
A-Boy. Yeah, my bro. My bro. Hey. I was going to say my bad. Bro, I literally can't talk. I already messed up the name. Freaking Jack Blaster or whatever. Bro, like, literally what's wrong with me? Dude, like I said, I'm so bad with, like, names and pronouncing names, bro. Like, literally.
I mean, it's kind of hard, though. Some of these DJs got weird names,
A-Boy. So cringe. Bro. Yeah, but he was playing a track that another DJ did, like, and I was like, whoa, dude. I was just seeing it randomly on TikTok. So then I like went through and I was searching like all the names, and I was like finding some names, and then it's like you try and like, that's like step one. Step one is like, okay, the door is open. Then you gotta like, okay, they basically like, okay, so it's like, hey, mind if I send you vocals? Yeah, you send vocals. Like, if they like them, step two. Step three would be like, if they use it in a track. And then step four is like, okay, because they're like, is this my next song? Which is like, it has to be really good. Like they're not going to just release some stuff for like the, like certain artists. Mm-hmm. And so that part is like, it's just because like they're using it from a sample pack doesn't mean like, oh, I can send them whatever and they're going to use it. Like, no, it has to be their next release. So like, yeah, it's like that opened a lot of doors, but like there's like still a lot of steps to go. And yeah, it's part of the gig.
I think probably one of the coolest things about that though is just like you hear all these random, producers using your vocals and stuff, and it's like just hearing like their different takes on things.
Yeah,
it's kind of like hearing someone like remix your own song. It's like I think it's a pretty cool feeling, just seeing all the different ways people interpret them.
Yep. Crazy.
So you said you're gonna release some stuff yourself coming up. Yeah. What else you working on now that you think is gonna be the next moves?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like into just like the dance music. Like I want it to be, like I'm going for more of like commercial releases, meaning like it's not like something like, oh my gosh, this drop was insane when I heard it at freaking EDC. Like not super the vibe I'm going for. I'm going more like just something that more just like you can like dance to and like feel good to and stuff. Like you might hear it in like smaller venues, but you would also hear it like if you go into like a Zara or something, like that kind of music coming up. And then once I get enough of those releases, then it kind of would shape my sound a little more. But I've been like really influenced by like more kind of disco stuff and kind of like Pasa.
Yeah,
like that kind of like little kind of UK vibe too. I've like it's still kind of in the tech house realm, but yeah, I've kind of, those are my next releases, some stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like the way house music is right now, it's either you have the whole like Odd Mob, Max Styler, Abo, like those kind of like guys who do like the whatever offbeat bass kind of stuff, like the stuff like John Summit's releasing on like his label and stuff now.
Yeah.
And then you have the the more UK stuff, like Pasa and Josh Baker and all these guys.
Yeah, bro.
Which I'm definitely more into that. That's kind of the stuff I'm into right now, instead of like the bigger, festival kind of stuff. But yeah, I think that's kind of the way I'm going to go too. Or like Chris Stussy or like the really deep stuff is very cool too.
Yeah. The problem is like, it's like you can make the banger stuff, like festival stuff, but like for me, I'm like, I don't think I can make a cool track like that, but I don't have anything to like offer that's new. Like, and I'm not like super, super inspired. Like it's cool, but like people are already doing it. Like they're already doing it. And it's like, cause like and that's another thing. Like I had such a wide net and I was like, okay, just this year, I was like, I need to hyper focus. Like I can't keep doing like a little to the left, like way to the right, like nothing like that. And I was like, all right, this is the direction I'm going. And also like catchy hooks and stuff like that. Like something that you can like, not like sing along to, but like just like catchy vocals and mostly just kind of like just fun, kind of hot stuff like that. And we'll see where it goes, bro.
Bro.
We're back.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
Okay.
It literally just refreshed. What the frick, bro? I was chilling. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so yeah, I'll sing my album.
Okay. All right, we good?
Kidding.
We good? Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I got 3 trivia questions for you.
Oh,
there's no multiple choice. You either get it, you get one guess. But they're about you, so I feel like you got to know them.
Oh.
We'll see how easy I made these, though. So we'll start with the easier one.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, so the first question is, what label did your track "Drop It Down" with Digital Nature release on?
Future Rex, NYC.
Say that again. Future what?
Future Rex?
No, Future's correct.
Dude.
Future. It was Future Cuts.
Future Cuts. Yeah. I told you I'm bad with names, dude. No, and I'm stoked.
We'll give you. No, that's gonna be 0 points. No.
No, bro. Bro, I forget more than I remember. Okay.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm gonna do at the end of these podcasts. I'm gonna ask everyone 3 trivia questions, and we'll see if anyone could ever get all 3. I feel like I'm gonna make them pretty tough, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Question 2. Your track "Beat Goes La La La" has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 remixes of it.
Yeah.
Which one? And I can tell you the names of all the remixes, but which remix has the most streams on Spotify?
Which remix?
And there's the remixes are by Katsu, Hawks, I think that's how you say that, HWX, Charlie DeVille, he did a remix of my song, Dial Ya Up, Fred Dope, Gems, or Zesty.
Yeah. So, to answer your question,
which one?
What was your question again?
Which remix has the most streams on Spotify?
Which remix has the most streams on Spotify?
Yeah, technically your original has the most streams, but that doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay, so which one has the most remix on Spotify? Out of those, I would say, like, me personally, if I knew, I think it's Katsu or Charlie.
Katsu or Charlie. They're both incorrect. It was Fred Dope. Fred Dope's remix.
Frick, dude. Fred Dope, man. Fred Dope is dope.
Shout out to Fred Dope.
Shout out to Fred Dope.
All right, 0 for 2.
Dang, bro.
All right, last question.
Yeah.
Including all the Closer remixes, how many Spectre and Reverend Haus tracks are there?
Like including the remixes,
the remixes.
So like other artists remixing counts as a track for us.
Yeah, well, the official ones, not like if there's like one on SoundCloud we don't know about, but like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Closer and Firestarter, and then there's remixes. For 1, 2, 4, 5. How many is that? 7.
7. 7 is incorrect. There is. Let's see. All right, we'll go Closer.
Yeah.
Closer Smitty remix.
Smitty.
Closer Tanobi remix. Closer Benihana remix.
Oh yeah.
That's 4.
And a Boy with a Bag.
A Boy with a Bag.
And
John Jose. Fat Supply.
Oh,
that's
yep.
7. Firestarter is 8. And then we made a Chami Ghosts remix.
Oh.
So that there is 9.
Dude, oh man. Wait, I forgot about that. That one I feel like I would.
That was probably, I thought that would probably be the sneaky one.
That was sneaky, dude. I think about it all the time, though. I would I like that track.
Yeah, me too, actually. I think that one turned out really good.
Yeah. Surprised it hasn't gotten taken down. Dang, dude, I don't know anything about myself or my friends.
Well, I tried to make these like, you know, not the easiest thing in the world. I'm like, you got to actually like think about them a little bit.
Women. Whoa, dude.
All right, 0 for 3. Whoever's next on the podcast has to be 0 for 3, unfortunately. So we'll see if they can do it.
I mean, huh?
Well, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not going to go easy on them either, though. So
No, dude. Spice it up. I mean, that was... I feel like I should have known those. That's my bad.
well, I appreciate you coming on here, and yeah, I'm not sure exactly when this is gonna release yet. Somewhat soon, once I figure out the release plan for all these. But
Sick. Thanks for
yeah,
inviting me
appreciate
on.
you
bro.
talking with me, man. It was good. It was fun, and I'm excited to hear the new stuff you got coming out.
You too. Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me on.
All right.
GG's WP.